know where some of the beds are, and then we kind of periodically check them for kind of how big the blades are and what kind of growth is on them. Yeah, the stuff on the outside is usually better quality than the stuff on the inside.
They're a bit small, but they look pretty healthy. Let's go through the channel. There's a larger bed around the corner up there. We're approaching the main bed right now.
There's so much kelp. This is the mother bed. This is where we usually harvest from. And it seems extra prolific.
It seems bigger than the last time we were here.
Seems considerably bigger.
Yeah.
I mean, the season's later, so.
Yeah.
This one's beautiful. Woo!
See any crabs in there?
It's a kelp crab, and they live, as their name suggests, on the kelp. There's a littler one over there. This is a male kelp crab, and it's that distinctive shape of the carapace here. Kind of these points here. The color's pretty similar, so they're well disguised from predators, well camouflaged. Put them back in their home. Yeah, they farm.
I thought it was a snail.
Little red turban snail, I think. Actually don't know.
So they eat the kelp?
They do eat the kelp. I think all those little pinpoints are actually little snail holes.
Dried, maybe 2 kilos once it's dried.
Our highest we've ever got was just the last harvest we did, and that was 30 kilos. So, I'm really happy when we get 20 kilos. 30 kilos fills the back of the truck.
Yeah, exactly.
Like a lot.
So this is a giant kelp plant, and it consists of many of these branches that we call fronds, all of which have floats. At the very top of each frond, there's this little area where we see these splits form. Each split will form the basis of a new blade. So as you go from the very tip, you see how the blades and the floats get bigger and bigger and bigger. And at some point, they become separate, and they constitute the major vegetative part of the plant. So when this plant is growing, the blades all along here are collecting sunlight, creating energy that is chemically moved up to the tip. When the energy comes up here, it feeds the growth of the new blades. So the old blades feed the new blades, and the plant grows. So if we go to the bottom of the frond, we find the first blade is a very simple blade. It does not have a float, and it has a little split. You can see it under my finger. This is what's called the frond initial. So when we cut the top off, when we harvest, and we have to, the frond initial then will become the recipient of all that energy that's caught by the rest of the blades. So these blades now take their energy and they push it down to the frond initial, which replaces the damaged frond. So this is the holdfast. Its function is to attach the plant to the bottom so that it can grow in a secure way. It only hangs on. It does not absorb nutrients and water as do land plants. That function is taken on by the rest of the plant. All the blades and the floats are capable of photosynthesis and of absorbing nutrients from the seawater. When we harvest Macrocystis, we harvest it in such a way that it continues to grow. So we can go back time after time and harvest the same plant. This is a very sustainable situation. And with all our kelp species, when we harvest them, the individual plants we harvest continue to grow and reproduce.
Labels. And we seal it twice. Voila. There's the bag.